You know you're doing something right when you get messages like this during the game. Funny thing is, I wasn't even doing that great during this game, but I guess the game before I'd pissed this guy off. You'll see me get those two messages during the gameplay here. Anyway, I'm Zero, if you don't already know, and today I'm playing a little bit of domination on Discovery. Went in here with a full team, and we'd just been dominating the whole competition the last few games before, so I decided I was going to take a different approach. I wasn't going to play defensive this game. I wasn't going to just rush the whole game. I decided I was just going to be a complete asshole and camp their spawn the best that I could. And you'll see me running up here trying to get in this little room, because if you get in this little room over here and get in the window, you can just basically overlook their spawn. And that guy's name, can't exactly read it on my screen here. It was something like "Ain't Mad Are You" or something like that, and I bet he's fucking mad by the end of this game because I had his number the entire time. I don't know how many times I spawn and kill that guy. And he eventually gets me once, but I kill him I don't know how many times this game. It's just hilarious. So I'm where I want to be, and I'm just gonna camp out up in this window here and do my best to piss them off the whole entire time. And of course, I get screwed by the host migration. You can see in the kill cam, he comes back online just a little bit faster than I can start moving. And if it hadn't have been for that, I think I would have got him, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. It doesn't slow me down all that much, because I just make my way right back up to where I was. Oh, look who it is. It's my Ain't Mad. I bet he's getting there. So I just run back up here, kill him, plant that. I think I kill him again right out the window here. Yep, there he is waiting on me, but doesn't do any good. And now I'm just camping their spawn. And I believe it's right here that I hear him coming up the stairs behind me. And I just turn around and watch him hit my claymore somewhere in here. And this guy, the guy that's tack inserting there, is the only guy that really is a pain in the ass for our team. Oh, yeah, there he went with the claymore. For the most part, we're just sitting here, stomping all over him. I keep throwing flash grenades at his thing, hoping that as soon as he spawns, I'll flash him, and there's my first bit of hate mail. And if you saw the second message that said, "Are you gay?" If you look whenever I kill someone or see my player card pop up, you'll get the why that was a question. I have the big black male symbol embedded in the back of a little white male symbol. And my clan tag is Twink. So, you know, it's just more efficient trolling that way. You get people thinking that, oh, this is just some gay dude or something like that. And typically, everyone that I play with has something really gay. They'll have pink boys or something for their clan tag. And the guy that you saw rushing up there was actually a part of our group. He just joined this game just so we could pick him up the next one. And he ends up being the one that gets me out of here, which I'm kind of pissed off about, but oh well. He had a pretty shitty team, so he wasn't even really trying all that hard. He was just goofing around. But I still have a little bit more left to go. And like I've always said, one of these days I'm going to put on, you know, bigger kill streaks like a chopper gunner and stuff, just to prove that I can get them, since I never use them. And this was the day, so you're going to see me pick up my chopper gunner here in just a second. I think I pick up my Blackbird in just a second. And after that, I think I get killed like right after I pick up my helicopter. But anyway, it's about that time again. It's time for another trivia question and giveaway. So, before I do it this time, I probably ought to just state that I can only buy cards in the United States, and they don't work too reliably for anyone in other countries. So, if you're outside of the United States, you might want to keep that in mind if you're trying to do this contest. I mean, you can win it if you want, but if you can't use it and end up having to find someone in the United States to give it to, then it's not my problem. I think there might be a way to do it by going and making a silver account saying that you're in the United States, but I'm not exactly sure how that works. So just keep that in mind while the contest is going on. Also, someone brought up last time that I probably should limit the number of guesses that everyone can have. That was actually a pretty good idea. I never even thought of that. So from now on, you're limited to one guess. If you make a second guess and you happen to get it right, sorry, you're out of luck. And if somebody else says the same thing after you got it right, then if that's their first guess, they win. And look how ineffective this damn chopper is. Why'd I get like 5 hit markers on that one guy? And the final thing is, as always, tweet your answers to @prototype0. I'll have the link down below the video here, and if you leave them in the comment section of the video, you know, it's not where you're supposed to put them, so I'm probably not going to see them. And when they're on Twitter, that kind of leaves a record and makes it easier to see who answered what first, be able to interact a little bit quicker. Plus, I can check Twitter no matter where I'm at, because I have that on my phone, like everyone these days. Whereas YouTube is a little bit harder, so it's a little bit faster all around. So, without further ado, here is the question. This time, it is about travel, since when I have a lot of free time and free cash, I like driving around, seeing the country. And this is one of those things that you tend to get curious about, because you see signs for it hundreds of miles away, and by the time you get there, you just have to stop. So, billed as America's favorite roadside attraction, this store made a name for itself by offering free water to weary travelers through the prairies of South Dakota. It's a little bit vague, but if you've ever driven through the area, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So, first one to give me the answer on Twitter wins either 1,600 Microsoft points or a $20 PlayStation card. And for those of you that have been in the that are in the United States, or if you're planning a trip to the United States, you should definitely check out South Dakota, around the Mount Rushmore area and the Badlands, because it's one of my favorite places. And the Black Hills, it's kind of way out of the way, and there's not anything really around it, but the Badlands are pretty awesome. It's like being on the moon, almost. And Mount Rushmore is pretty cool to see, and there's all sorts of cool stuff around there. But as far as really ocean or any big towns or anything like that, you're out of luck, because there ain't shit out there. But if you're into just rustic beauty and rugged country and things like that, it's a really good place. And it's not all that far from Yellowstone, and Yellowstone's not all that far from Glacier. And actually, when I was on my sabbatical from work a couple years ago, I had every few years we get, every 7 years we get 8 weeks paid vacation. So part of that I spent just doing a 6,000 mile road trip across the country. And I went all the way through Colorado, visited my parents there, and then went down to Roswell, New Mexico, and looked at the UFO museum and stuff like that, just to, you know, be a complete nerd while I was there. The one class I don't have TAC mask on. And, so we went through there, then drove through Oklahoma and back up through Missouri, went through the Bass Pro World Headquarters, which that's pretty awesome on its own right, because even if you're not into hunting and fishing, they have all these giant indoor aquariums, and it's really neat. And then went up through South Dakota, Montana, through all the national parks, and finally all the way back into Oregon. Ended up being a 6,000 mile road trip, I think, and of course the car I was driving didn't have cruise control, so that was kind of a pain in the ass, but it was a really fun trip. Probably one of the best times I've ever had in my life, and I pretty much decided after that, anytime I get any free time off work, I just want to spend my time traveling and seeing the country and taking pictures and maybe doing some video, and hopefully that'll be coming soon. I'm about due for another sabbatical at work. It's kind of hard to believe I've been there 11 years already, and at 14 years I'll be eligible for my next one, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I think this time I'm going to go to Europe or something like that. I got to do something impressive. I can't just sit around the house, because I do plenty of that the way it is now. But I guess it kind of finally paid off sitting around playing video games, because I just got an email today and found out that my YouTube account has been enabled for monetization of all my videos now. I remember the other day that I said one video had been enabled, and I guess they reviewed my account and decided that all my videos could be. I'm still not a partner yet. I don't know what I need to do to get the partnership, but I'm pretty happy with being able to monetize all my videos. And I gotta look a little bit further into it before I start doing my commentaries on Call of Duty, but I think it shouldn't be a problem for me to monetize those. And I've already made like 13 cents so far, so that's pretty badass. I mean, I'm actually making money doing this now, so I can't complain too much. It's more than I was making, and it's more than a lot of people make, so hey, getting paid for sitting around playing video games is not that bad of a deal. So I'm pretty happy about that. Anyway, this game's winding down. You can see my whole strategy in this game was just camp somewhere right outside their spawn and be a complete pain in the ass. I was really hoping somebody would hit that claymore, because that would just be really insulting to hit a claymore right inside your spawn. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. As always, every interaction helps, and I'll see you later.